Man, I am kind of close, but we're doing it again! Now let's start off with the biggest elephant in the room, Aleister / Malachi Black. Now, rumors that Aleister would leave AEW and return to WWE actually started years ago after it came out that Aleister was apparently unhappy in AEW. However, those rumors were quickly shot down by Black himself going live on his Twitter feed. Or was it Facebook? Either one, really. Then a while later, it was then speculated that Black was WWE's mysterious White Rabbit, who was later revealed to be the late great Bray Wyatt. But before it was revealed, Black once again went live and basically shot down those rumors. Now, about 2 years later, it seems that the rumors that Black will return to WWE have started up once again. However, there seems to be a lot of damning evidence to suggest that his return is legitimately happening this time. The first one being, on a segment on Raw, Dominic Mysterio gave Chad Gable a piece of paper, and then Chad Gable said, and I quote, "I'm off to study the dark arts of Lucha Libre," which is very interesting, considering Malachi and his wife Selena Vega both own a wrestling school called the Dark Arts Gym. And then in the same week, the House of Black, Malachi's AEW stable, literally cut a promo basically saying, hey, Malachi's not our leader anymore. And arguably the biggest nail in this coffin is that at the time of this video's recording at least, the Royal Rumble is this Saturday, and well, Malachi hasn't denied his return rumors yet.
As the plot thickens!
Alexa Bliss. Now, I know her return has been talked about a lot recently. I mean, hell, it's pretty much become a meme at this point. But according to the dirt sheets and all the wrestling news outlets like WrestleMania, Wrestle Talk, all of them, apparently her return was supposed to happen the same night as Penta's debut. But apparently her return was scrapped due to contractual issues. So maybe if they figure it out by then, maybe she'll return in the Royal Rumble? Hopefully. Matt Cardona. Now, I did briefly mention him in last year's video, mainly because, oh, Chelsea Green's his wife. Maybe he'll return. Ha ha ha. But, well, and he also did return to TNA recently, but, unless the TNA World Champion is in this year's Royal Rumble, I personally wouldn't get your hopes up. Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, he broke his neck a few years ago, and, well, he hasn't returned to the ring since. But, well, Xavier and Kofi did turn heel on him, and, well, logically, the ending to that storyline would probably be a handicap match or a match between the three of them. So, like I said last year, it just depends on whether he can get back in the ring and whether he wants to get back in the ring. Okay, where the hell is Becky Lynch? I mean, I don't want to come off as, like, impatient or whatever, but she is literally in the advertisement for Raw on Netflix. So she is literally in the promotional material, and yet she hasn't been featured since May. Like, where the hell is Becky? Josh Alexander. Now, it feels a little bit like cheating to count a TNA guy in the Royal Rumble, mainly because of the whole NXT-TNA partnership or whatever. However, according to Alexander himself during a Chris Van Vliet interview, apparently his TNA deal is either close to or already expired at the time of this recording, which is something he more or less confirmed during his I Quit match against Mike Santana. So, as crazy as it sounds, it might actually be possible that he'll sign with WWE. Now, I know that sounds like a massive stretch, considering, well, he just fits AEW's vibe more than WWE, if anything, but, well, last year I literally did predict that Kazuchika Okada would go to WWE and not AEW, so, get Josh Alexander to WWE confirmed. Ethan Page. The fact that we can potentially get this tag team in WWE is actually insane. Plus, the tag team division on both Raw and SmackDown just pale in comparison to TNA and NXT for that matter. So, honestly, the more tag teams, the better. Jordan Grace. Literally the exact same reasoning as Josh Alexander. The only big difference is Jordan already had an NXT run thanks to the whole NXT-TNA thing. So, if she did sign with WWE, then it's more likely that she'll be sent to the main roster. Jade Cargill. Now, whether it was one or both of you who attacked her, Jade is legitimately going to kill you. Ilya Dragunov. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dragunov hasn't been seen ever since he tore his ACL during a live show match against, I believe, Gunther? But apparently, it's reported that he's already in the Performance Center just 4 months after his injury. So as crazy as it sounds, it's entirely possible that Ilya pulls a 2008 John Cena and returns way sooner than what should be humanly possible. Well, except for the winning part. I mean, no offense, Ilya. CM Punk, just call your wife already. I mean, Punk, Phil, whatever, just call your wife already. I mean, like you, it's been 10 years. It's been long enough. It was apparently reported that some WWE officials want Nikki Bella back after her reception at the Raw Netflix debut, and, well, I'm not opposed to it. It feels a bit random, I guess. And last but certainly not least, say his name and he'll appear. John Cena versus Joe Hendry is somehow drawing near.